going to go over all the streaming options on Sunday. There are only 5 games before the Super Bowl tonight. It's streaming is even more important on Saturday and Sundays because that's when you know like which categories you you really need some help and pick up the right guys can really win the league, especially the defensive stats. Right? If you're down 90 points, it'll be hard to make a comeback. But if you're down 5 steals, let's say, and you have like 5, 6 guys playing, it's possible. If one guy pops off, or if you're down 5 blocks, one guy pops off, you pick up the right guy, it can just win you that week. Let's talk about the first game, the Indiana Pacers and Utah Jazz. Jazz is favored by 5 points this game, and Mike Conley is going to be out. So if you need assist, 100% go for Joe Ingles. Right, guys like Jordan Clarkson, he's probably already rostered, but if not, he give you points. Same thing with Bogdanovich. He's been playing pretty well. If you are in a tight race in points and threes, Bogdanovich can maybe pop off, give you a win. Derek Favors if you need some blocks. But I think the better options when it comes to blocks, there are no injuries on this Jazz team, so Derek Favors upside is really really low, playing only 18 minutes. While on the Pacers side, Justin Holiday, TJ McConnell are the two guys. Justin Holiday can win you steals. Same thing with TJ McConnell, averaging 1.8. Those two guys should already be being rostered after the game they had on Friday night. If not, definitely stream them if you need those categories. If you need those steals, TJ McConnell might give you 5, might give you 4. Can you win can win you the matchup that week? Same thing with assists. TJ McConnell give you so many assists, almost 7 a game. That's top 10, top 15 in the league. That's like averaging 20 points, 12 rebounds. And Justin Holiday, same thing, very very efficient guy. Steals, he can also pop off, get you a bunch of steals, and those guys' minutes has been trending up as well. Jeremy Lamb, yeah, he give you a nice all around stats, but all those guys are probably rostered already. If not, definitely stream them for those categories. Let's move on to the next thing, the Miami Heat and the New York Knicks. The Heat, Jimmy Butler is probable, so he's going to play. Goran Dragic is out. So if you need points and assists, one guy you can pick up is Kendrick Nunn. Right? He's either gonna not play at all or play 30 minutes and give you the upside is probably 25 points. It is definitely possible. So if you're down a lot, let's say the strategy I usually have is on Sunday, if you're down a lot of points, just want to pick up a guy or two, just can, have high upside, maybe low floor. That's exactly in Kendrick Nunn's face. His floor is just not play 0 minutes, right? But he has a high upside, can drop 25 to 30 points because Goran Dragic is out. He's most likely going to play. Guys like Duncan Robinson is a good 3 and stream. If you really need those threes, he's pretty consistent giving you those. Same thing with Keller Olynyk. If you want to stream, a combination. If you need a combination of categories like blocks, rebound, a little bit 3, a little bit points, you can go for him. But usually by Sunday, most of the categories are probably you already know if you're gonna win or lose. It's just 1 or 2 categories. So it's really important to stream those specialists on Saturdays or Sundays. And Gabe Vincent is also another guy. He can get you some assists, but the upside is pretty low, I would say. And on the Knicks side, Nerlens Noel is, I think, questionable. But if he does play, sometimes he can just win you steals and blocks. For example, somehow Mitchell Robinson in foul trouble plays 20 minutes, and then Nerlens Noel comes in play 25. He can really pop off. 3 steals, 3 blocks is not that unreasonable. He's been averaging a steal and over a block, 1.5 blocks. So you can grab him. Emmanuel Quickly, if you really need some points, he's another guy. I think he played only 13 minutes last game, had like 12 points. His usage is very very high whenever he plays, whenever he's on the court. So if Payton is struggling today, which he might against his Miami Heat team, Emmanuel Quickly can pop off. Who knows? Can give you 30 points. Alec Burks, if he's out there, he has pretty low upside. I just don't think he can pop off like Emmanuel Quickly. Maybe his ceiling is like 18 points. A little bit of assists, a little bit of guard stats, basically. Nobody on the, guys like Alfred Payton probably, 3.6 assists is not bad. He's probably the best assist streamer for the day, and that's why assist is pretty valuable. You just aren't finding that many guys on the waiver wire that give you a lot of assists, right? Maybe four is like already hard enough. That's why TJ McConnell is so valuable, averaging 6.7 assists. He's probably already scooped up in like most 12-team category leagues. Let's move on to the next game. The next game is the Indiana Pace. Why? I already talked about this game. It switched positions on me. Next game is Boston Celtics and Phoenix Suns. Celtics, Smart, Jaylen Brown, both out. Daniel Theis is going to play. Again, if you need rebound, Tristan Thompson is the most consistent guy. Right, Daniel Theis doesn't really have one category. He give you like nice stats. You kind of need guys that beginning of the week, especially, it make more sense to get a bunch of guys that just give you nice stats across the board. Unless you already know, like, if you know pretty well, like, hey, the matchup is gonna be like four categories. This guy is gonna win. I'm gonna win those four. There's only one category left. Then on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you stream those specialists. But otherwise, most of the time, right, it's gonna be pretty close. So you just want to stream the best player in the beginning of the week, and then Saturday, Sunday. I mean, sometimes you run into situations where every category is close. Then it's the different story. But most cases, it comes down to either you already win or lose. But if it's close, comes down to like maybe one or two categories. Tristan Thompson, you get him for rebound. That's the only thing he gives you. While Robert Williams give you steals and blocks. He can really pop off and good efficiency and rebound as well. So he's the guy. If you're down in a couple blocks and losing a field goal a little bit, he's the guy you want to go to. And on the Phoenix Suns side, Jay Crowder is out, so which means Cameron Johnson is gonna get more minutes, but this guy probably gonna hit one more three, more minutes. He's not a good defensive guy. Just a little bit threes and some efficiency. That's about it, really. And nobody is worth streaming. Cameron Payne is a decent assist guy. I forgot to mention that. See, only 17 minutes. He can give you 3-4 assists. That's pretty good. But he's out this game. And if Chris Paul ever gets hurt, Cameron Payne can give you a lot of assists. If play 25 minutes, a lot of assists. And the last game is the 3 o'clock Eastern. Last game is the Clippers versus Sacramento Kings. Actually, I haven't talked about the Wizards game either. Talk about this game first. Paul George is out, so there are some concerns with Paul George. He's got some issues with his what's it called? Let me see. He's got some. It's not a bone bruise. It is. It's questionable. Oh, he's already out. Foot injury. We don't know how severe the foot injury is. Hopefully it's not too much. Hopefully it's not too bad. But I wouldn't go and trade for him now. There's some risk there. But if you can trade him for a top 50 player, if the owner is panicking, right, trade him for a top 50 player. Just don't know what's going on with his foot. It's possible he might be out for an extended period of time. We don't know. But let's say if he's out for 4 weeks and your team is in a good spot and you got an IR in your league, I would trade for him. I would throw him a top 50 guy. The guy might accept it. 4 weeks, it's a long time, right? In fantasy. In this game, on the Kings, I was going to suggest Marvin Bagley for points and rebound, but he's been playing so bad. So I'm not too interested. I would definitely go for Whiteside. Also got the block potential. Can block you 5 shots. He played pretty well yesterday. He can definitely pop off. Like, if somehow he plays 30 minutes, he can pop off. The ceiling is very high for Whiteside. If you're down 5 blocks, hey, don't worry. Pick up Whiteside and Robert Williams. You down 5 blocks, that's okay. Those two guys might give you 8 combined. It's not likely, but it is possible. And I wouldn't be surprised if either one guy just pop off, give you 3-4 blocks. if the minutes are there, right? All it takes is for Rashawn Holmes to be in foul trouble or Marvin Bagley playing bad. So Whiteside is really the only guy. Corey Joseph should be like a decent assist guy, but not so much this year. I think it's due to Tyrese Halliburton, on this team coming off the bench, dishing out those assists. And even De'Aaron Fox's assist number has been down just a little bit. And on the Clippers side, with Paul George not playing, Zubac is the guy. A combination. He can give you good field goal, good rebound, and just a little bit blocks. And he played really well last game, I believe. Serge Ibaka, another guy. Batum, if you need some nice all around stats, you can also stream him for the day. With Paul George, yeah, Marcus Morris is another guy. But even with Paul George, he hasn't been getting that many minutes, and his usage is still low. So not too interesting. Honestly, any Clipper guys. The only guy I might be if I need some rebound and some efficiency, I'll go for Zubac because he's also a great free throw guy as well as a big man. That's pretty rare. And let's talk about the last game of the day, the Washington Wizards and Charlotte. This game was it was supposed to be between Wizards and the Portland Trailblazers, but because Wizards missed a previous matchup with the Charlotte Hornets, now they play and then somehow they're favored. They're favored by what point? Minus 1.5, even though Charlotte's picked up 10 wins this season. So on the Wizards side, Ron Neto is questionable, and on the Charlotte side, PJ Washington, Devontae Graham is going to be out, and PJ Washington is questionable. So there's some usage opening up on the Charlotte side. The problem with the Wizards is that Westbrook and Beal they have taken all the usage and assists and a lot of rebounds away. So the guys you really can pick up is some points, and three guys like Davis Bertans or like really really good high defensive guys. Alex Len popped off last game. So if you need somebody, you hope he play 20 to 30 minutes. It's very unlikely. Like Whiteside is a much safer choice. But if Whiteside is already scooped up or not available in your league, he probably has the next highest upside, next to maybe Robert Williams. And on the Charlotte Hornets side, with Devontae Graham out, and let's say PJ also misses the game, LaMelo Ball obviously is rostered everywhere probably. Cody Zeller is probably also rostered. Like Malik Monk is a guy you can take a look if you need some scoring explosions. But he might just not do anything this game. Miles Bridges is another guy if you need some nice all around stats. And that's a bit for the entire Charlotte team. Because majority of the value already, Gordon Hayward, Terry Rozier, all those guys are playing 35 plus minutes when they do play. So it's just the bench guys are gonna be limited minutes. So the upside is very limited. So there are like two types of teams. There's like type of team like the Memphis Grizzlies where everybody plays 25 minutes. So you can take a gamble on those guys. But for a team like Charlotte Hornets, if you're gonna stream their bench guys, their minutes is capped. You just don't know. That's it for all the games. See you guys later.